This is Tailgate Talk. Grab yourself a folding chair and a cold one, because we've got sports talk fresh off the grill. Hosted by DB Cooper and Itty Bitty Ute, and produced by Jaywalker. Tailgate 37 starts right now.
Welcome on into the Tailgate Talk podcast, where the Kung Pao chicken is spicy and the water's refreshingly cold. I'm DB Cooper, alongside me, Itty Bitty Ute. On the ones and twos behind the grill, Jaywalk, been killing it. Itty Bitty, how you feeling?
Great. Did you have Kung Pao tonight?
I didn't. No, I didn't.
When's the last time you had Kung Pao?
I had chicken Gordon Blue. Chicken Gordon Blue. Last time I had Kung Pao chicken 7 years ago, maybe.
What?
Yeah, what about you?
I feel like that's kind of in the norm order at Joy Luck.
Kung Pao chicken? No. I mean, maybe. Not for me. I've probably had it since then, but I can't think. It's not. I'm like a sweet and sour pork, lemon chicken,
very sweet and sour,
orange chicken.
The honey walnut shrimp.
Honey walnut, not Joy Luck.
Or
as much.
What are the
panda?
What are they? Panda.
And I think that's when I thought of Kung Pao chicken, I was thinking panda as well. I think
General Tso. Just wanted to throw that in there.
I do love a good General Tso. I had a great General Tso the other about a month ago. I got a place. I think the three of us need to go.
Yeah. I'm excited. This is a good week for us.
Yeah?
The boys.
Talk more about it.
The boys are doing Wendover on Friday.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Cool.
We have quite the crew. We got Jaywalk going. We got the two of us. We got Flashback's not going. Swoop Doggy Dog's going, though.
Coach Gruten?
Nah, he's going again.
Oh, he's not going.
Again. Okay. 100,000 BT Utes. It's going. Dwight Schrute is going. We almost had... Taj Mahal. Raj Mahal is going. Maybe Kim Jong-Ute is going. So we have quite the crew. I cannot wait. So we'll report back on Sunday and let you know how we did. Maybe could we put some estimates in the chat about who's going to win the most money? And
yeah, going out to Wendover on Friday. If any of our listeners want to join, you're more than welcome to meet us out there. Well, we're planning on getting out there about 6 p.m.
Yeah,
leave about 2-ish a.m. ish.
Well, I mean, it depends on how we're doing.
Right. Yeah. But just given the general time frame of what our listeners can expect, 8 hours-ish. 6 to 8 hours, I imagine.
Yes.
In that 6 to 8 hour span, how much do you think Itty Bitty will be up or down, and how much do you think DB Cooper will be up or down? And you can throw in Jaywalk, too, if you want.
Yeah.
Also, if we're meeting up with Brady C. Smith, I've got McDonald's gift card for him that I promised to throw to him for being my great big shining star from a few episodes ago. So,
Dwight
yeah,
Schrute.
if you are coming to if you're coming to Wendover with us, be on the lookout, and I'll be throwing some prizes out to the people that are following my great big shining star from producer heaven instructions. So yeah,
beautiful. Love to hear it. How was your Saturday night, brother?
It was great. It was one of the all-time. As a Bears fan,
you look like you got an extra glow to you.
Oh, dude, the food tastes better, the drinks are better, the air's clear, sun's shining, the sex is dirtier.
Jeez.
Everything's better. In my lifetime, I've experienced 4 playoff runs, and 2 of them we got bounced in the first round. So it's pretty rare for the Bears to win a playoff game. So I was on cloud 9. I experienced every emotion possible, just like that 2022 Pac-12 championship. And funny enough, Caleb Williams, he's still doing it. So doing it to me. But it was great. I am sad I missed the Runnin Utes game in person. I had it on. I was keeping tabs on it. But you went, right?
I did go, and congratulations on witnessing your third playoff win.
Yeah. Yep. Third playoff win in my lifetime.
Congrats on that. That's amazing. Happy for you.
Thank you.
I was in a pickle of. It's like it kind of hurts that you're omitting a pecking order of things, but also, the other side of half of the coin for me was Pittsburgh Pirates. If they're ever in a similar situation, I would have similar feelings and I would be doing similar things. So I get it, but it did hurt not having you at the Huntsman. I'll say that.
Yeah,
so that
I'll be first to admit it hurt to not be there. But yeah, I made the decision to stay.
And it's fine. I'm going to get into it later. That's like my overarching thought. But before I get too much into the Runnin Utes, I don't want anyone to come off like I'm trying to be the voice of the fan base by any means. This is not. I have some thoughts on last night, and I don't want this to come off as everyone needs to listen to me and I'm right, and because that's not what this is. This is just strictly my opinion. And so everything that I state as far as what happened last night, just my opinion. And I'm not trying to be the voice of anything. So just wanted to throw that out there. I had a great night. Went to Ruby River pregame. Top sirloin, baby back ribs. Do you want to guess my two sides?
Yes, I'm going to go mashed potatoes.
Close.
Baked potato.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. With everything on it, so I'm guessing you got cheese, sour cream, bacon.
I did not get loaded, just sour cream and butter.
Butter. All right. Side number 2, I think you probably went something green. Either broccoli or green beans.
Neither of those. Something green.
Salad.
Nope. Old man Swan got a salad. I'm shocked he didn't get the baked potato. Couldn't believe it.
What'd you get?
Asparagus.
Ooh.
Ruby River, good stuff. It is what it is. Fine establishment, fine meal. Service was fantastic. One of those moments like I still had a quarter left of my Mountain Dew, and I got a refill every time with a quarter left, and never waiting. Like that's a huge thing.
Yeah, especially
as far
nowadays.
As service goes for me. Yeah, when you're paying like $7 for a soda, and if I go like a minute and a half with an empty soda cup, I get furious. Inside, I never express it outwardly. I know the business is tough, and I've never actually done it, so my heart goes out. Great meal. Got up to the Huntsman. I didn't realize that the doors weren't open until the game tipped at 8. The doors didn't open until 7. We got there at 6:30. I didn't wear a jacket because I thought I was going to be walking right in. So we stood in line for 30 minutes. And it was very noticeable, very immediate. We were walking into enemy territory. Depressing feeling. It's the second time I've felt like I was walking into enemy territory while walking into the Huntsman. This is the second time, both BYU basketball. Last time was Jimmy Fredette's senior game against us. But that one was like a Thursday at like 6 o'clock. So like, yeah, and we were awful. So like there was a little bit more built in of an excuse for Utah fans. This is 8 o'clock on a Saturday. And it felt like walking into enemy territory. I hope I never feel that ever again. But game tipped. How much of the game did you actually see?
I was keeping tabs on it until 8 minutes left in the first half and was able to get it on.
Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, I mean, my guesstimate, I'm thinking 75-25. I think I'm being generous on Utah fans. I initially had it written up 80-20, BYU to Utah fans, and I took that back and said I'll give 5% to Utah fans. They had the whole entire upper bowl, and then most of the lower bowl, especially if you don't include the students. Like, if you take out the Muss, and the Muss showed up, they showed up good, but if you take them out, it was 95-5. I will say the Utah fans that were there were extremely loud, and we popped off. So I think the game before might have gone late. So I don't know if the people at home were watching a game before and they didn't see the first part of it, but we kind of popped off to like a 7-2 run, and we were loud. I think every Utah fan felt the same thing. Like, we got to enjoy this and have fun while we can. Like, we got to celebrate this while we can. And in the midst of that like 7-2 early run, Keba Keita had a wide open fast break dunk, and he got stuffed by the rim, dude, on a wide open with a head full of steam. It wasn't like he was back to the basket or anything. He's running down the lane, a head full of steam, and wide open, no one in front of him, and he got stuffed by the rim. My back still hurts just thinking about it. I'm saying this because when it was 7-2 and Keba Keita got stuffed by the rim, I sat down, I looked at the guy next to me, and I said, it's a win in my books. I won. It's already more. We've already done more than I anticipated us doing. We're winning by 5, and Keba Keita got embarrassed when he's just trying so hard out there to get us back. I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's done this. He did this last year when he played at home, and then again this year. You can tell this game means a lot to him, but were we the bad guys in the situation? Like, I don't know why he has it out for us. Like,
we developed the dude.
We developed him. That's all I can think about when I see him make highlight plays now is how we had to suffer through his freshman frickin' season when he couldn't chew gum and walk at the same time. And we slowly saw him get better that year, and then the sophomore year came, and he slowly got better that year. We developed him. It's not like we kicked him to the curb. He went and got paid, and he comes back, and the way he like goes about it, you can just tell he's just. It's like he, like we killed his family and left him under a bridge to die type of hatred. And I don't quite get it. Good for him, I guess. It doesn't work for him. He got in foul trouble early. He had some of his highlight plays, wasn't an impact at all in the game.
I got questions.
Sure.
The Muss has been my jag for a long time, the basketball Muss.
Yeah.
You said they showed up, though.
Yeah, they went all the way to the upper bowl.
And how were they during the game? Were they're loud? The chants were good? Or typical?
Everyone in there wearing red was loud. Everyone that was in the Huntsman Center that night, I am, as a Utah fan, extremely proud of. From
That's awesome.
Kids to students to adults to grandparents, everyone in there. Mark Harlan, Chris Hill, everyone in there showed up and was loud. I was mostly focused. I had like a huge contingent of blue to my left, and the Muss was to my right. So I was doing a lot of like focusing to my left, and I wasn't quite doing much paying attention to my right, but it was loud. And I mean, they didn't come up with any new chants. They weren't doing like a Gunther or anything like out of the ordinary.
Love the Gunther, dude. We need Jaywalk to do the JJ Kool-Aid chant there.
I'll start the JJ Kool-Aid for sure.
It's things we should have done when we were 21 for sure.
Yeah.
Just try to get some established culture there because they don't
Why
have
not?
any.
Let's be in our 30s and go get the Muss. Let's go.
We need
let's
to
go
know
get our
somebody in
MBAs.
there and just train somebody to, like, this is how you need to, what you need to do, and this is how you need to do it. Is what we need to do.
Does the University of Utah student section have a peace pipe? That's the other thing.
No peace pipe. They don't have anybody that puts in any effort other than showing up. Like, the most effort that they put into it is just showing up.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
They are terrible.
That's real rough.
Yeah, no peace pipe. All inside high school stuff that no listeners aren't going to really understand what we're talking about.
What the fuck is a peace pipe?
Yeah. All right. So I got something that the Must did do that was pretty. I mean, it wasn't anything out like revolutionary, but it was funny. It goes along with Kennard Davis, number 30 on BYU. I wasn't quite sure who the Mr. DUI was on that roster. And I had a row of Cougars right in front of me. And at one point, number 30 scored. And I was genuinely curious. I was asking the guys in front of me, is that the guy that got the DUI? And a guy on the right and a guy on the left, both younger, turned around so quickly. Like they were so excited. Like somebody asked them to come pick up $100 bill. They turned around both at the same time and said, yeah, that's the DUI guy. And I couldn't control my laughter. I just laughed. I just sat there and laughed. And they were so excited to claim their DUI guy and explain that that's the DUI guy. It wasn't like, like it was, that's how that guy's known. He's the DUI guy. That's how he's known in their fan base. That's how they remember him. And that's how we remember him. Works out perfect. He went to the free throw line one time facing the Muss. And they were pulling out their car keys and waving their car keys at him.
That's nice.
He made. I think he missed the first, but he made the second for sure. He might have made them both, but he made the second for sure. And then he blew the student section a kiss.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too. Other than like, again, the guy next to me is like, oh, he's like some sort of he thinks he's some sort of hero or something.
Yeah.
He's got to do it.
Did we get rid of the honor code once NIL came out? Is that
because no, not for. That's how Jake Retzlaff got kicked off. Is the honor code? Got kicked out of the school.
I guess it depends on how much money you're making.
Yeah. For sure.
So if Jake's Ratzlaff making what 200, 300K, he gets kicked out, but this guy making $1 million, he stays. Is that how that works?
Yeah, or it might be Jake Ratzlaff making $1 million. They feel like he's valued at like 200K, so kick him out. And this guy's making 200K, but they feel like they value him at $1 million, so keep him in. I think that it would be more like that.
I love the moving goalposts. Yeah. Speaking of which, congratulations to you, myself, and Jaywalk on our gay podcast because Fast Dad 92 BYU fan said our podcast is super gay. So, congratulations, we have made it, boys.
Yeah. I don't see how that's a diss at all.
Yeah. Super gay. I love it.
Super gay. Yeah. Another question for you. I don't know if you were planning on getting here. But there's a lot of rumors about halftime and what was going to go down. I was hoping for Red Panda because if you haven't seen Red Panda, that is a spiritual experience. I have cried maybe 12 times in the last, 10 years, and 3 of those times have been Red Panda. So,
did you see that she fell recently?
I did, but I saw she was back.
She's back.
What?
She's back.
Yeah.
Oh, when did she recover?
I think she just got back on it like a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
Man, I love Red Panda.
She's great, guys.
She is great. Yeah, so I did want to touch on like the marketing side of the things. That's actually where I wanted to spend most of my time because again, we're not an X's and O's podcast.
Yeah.
So I walked away from there and drove home with a lot of marketing and the marketing teams, good and bad, what they did. No Red Panda at halftime. That would have been perfect. It would have been so good in that situation because it was an electric energy, and I think the electricity would have kept going. We had...
Plus, I think like that's one thing BYU and Utah fans could unite on.
Exactly.
Red Panda.
Exactly.
So it would have been electric.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't go, but yeah.
Yeah. It would have been because exactly that's like a uniting thing. So it would have kept the energy a little bit more. Said they went like the dance team, which is great. Love our dance team, but BYU's dance team is like one of the best in the world. So it's like our dance team doesn't like knock anyone's boots off. And then after the dance team, Morgan Scally and his coaching staff came out. I thought that was a bold decision to come out again. I mean, we were outnumbered. And Morgan did pretty good. He got the place fired up, but then he kind of started talking too long. And then when he really made a mistake, he actually said, he called out the BYU fans by name, BYU fans. And he had a point to it, but the moment he said BYU fans, they went crazy. And then they started their BYU chants, which if you're on Twitter, I'm sure you've seen. They had BYU, or let's go BYU, or let's go Cougars, or something. One of their chants going while he was on the mic. I thought, if the roles were reversed, they actually went super easy on us. They could have absolutely ruined that whole thing. They could have done their BYU chant from the moment he started walking on the court, and there would have been nothing us Utah fans could have done to stop them. And it could have been a whole entire 5 to 7 minutes of BYU chants while our football coach is talking, and there wouldn't have been anything that we could have done to drown it out. So they actually went super, super easy on us. I would have been super disappointed if the roles were reversed on that. He mentioned each staff member and then forgot Sharif Shah.
Oh.
Forgot Sharif Shah, dude. He was going on to his next point, and some of the coaches were trying to get his attention, and then finally Mark Atuaya, the running back coach, came up to him and put his arm around him and said something in his ear. And he goes, "Oh my gosh, I forgot. Of course I forgot Sharif." So he forgot Sharif of all the people.
That is funny. Hey, did you watch his press conference though on Monday?
Yes.
He did give a really big shout out to Sharif there, so maybe that kind of...
If the way that they interacted, I definitely don't think it was planned. He kind of tried to play it off as he did it on purpose, but there was nothing to it. But I did think if you're going to forget anybody, that's the best one to forget, because he's not going to take it personal, because they are boys. True. And he knows the moment and all that. It would have been bad if it would have been one of the brand new hires.
The OC.
Yeah, he forgets. He started with McGiven, who they're calling Mac G is his nickname.
I love that.
So he started off with McGiven. Thank goodness. Yeah, if he had forgotten McGiven, that would have been so tough. You introduce everyone but him, or Jordan Gross. Not only a huge part of the coaching staff, but a Hall of Fame candidate. Yeah, no, just again with the marketing thing. We tried new things. In fact, the Morgan Scally coming out was a new thing. I was like, Whittingham would have never done this. At least I never saw him really put in that effort to get the place going and go out there and put his face out there. So it was something new. But I got to give a hat tip to the marketing team. They're trying, and they put in effort. There were a handful of things that they did that were brand new. We've been going to games for a decade plus, and what you see during timeouts and halftime and dead time and all that has been the same for more than a decade. Pre Larry K was when they stopped doing fun things outside of a ball toss and a t-shirt toss. And there were a handful of things last night. There were some weird things, and not everything worked, but it was a breath of fresh air that they were trying.
Yeah.
What were some of the good things, and what were some of the things that were kind of weird?
Yeah, I don't know if I appreciate them trying. I just don't know if this game was the game to try it. One of the cool things that could have been really cool was in the introduction ceremony when the lights go off and the Jumbotron's playing our highlights and we're about to introduce. The whole fan base was supposed to go into the Utah 360 app and give permission to the app to use your light on your phone, and then you hold up your phone and all the lights sync up. That was supposed to happen. I never even saw it. So there were 7 people in the stadium with their lights on that were synced up and flashing to the beat of the music. And then they at halftime they're like, "Okay, that like we want to try to do that again. You got to go to the Utah 360 app and do this, that, and the other. I tried to open up the Utah 360 app. There's too many people in the arena to get any service at all. I can't open the Utah 360 app. They tried it again in the second half during a timeout, and again there were like 4 people doing it because no one knew pregame that they needed to do it, and then at the game is too late because there's not service to open apps or anything. I couldn't get the app open. Another thing that they did that was a win, but also kind of a loss. I've never seen us do if the opposing team misses back-to-back free throws in the second half, you get free food. Have you seen that at the U?
That's the first this year.
I haven't even seen it in past years, and if it has been past years, it's like Chick-fil-A, typically. I think that's what they do in the NBA is Chick-fil-A. Last night, They did Shake Shack burgers. If you miss back-to-back free throws in the second half, everyone in attendance got a free Shake Shack burger. Now, and Richie Saunders missed 2 free throws. We got the Shake Shack burger. The issue is you got to go into the 360 app and claim it in the 360 app. I can't get into the 360 app because there's too many people. The app won't load, and there's nowhere to claim the burger. So it's like the ideas are there, the execution just wasn't, and I think that's partially due to like trying to do these things at this game.
Yeah,
they should have they should have done the light thing the last 2 games. So what if there's only 2,000 people there? That's going to be 1,000 more people for yesterday's game that would have been prepared pregame with what they needed to do.
Yeah, plus we have a full off season to kind of trial this stuff. Maybe when we're playing Portland State at home in one of our expedition games, that's a great time to do it, right? Same with football, right? Our home opener against Idaho State. That's a good time to try something, not the Holy War.
It's tough because if you go like a Portland State and there's 500 people there, no matter what you do, those people and the people involved will say, well, that sucked but the reality is it was always going to suck because there were only 500 people and there was no energy. So I think they wanted to like do things in this situation. It just wasn't the time to like test it. I don't know, test it for like a crowded women's basketball game first, you know?
Yeah.
Another win. Again on the pregame introduction. I kind of skipped to halftime, but on the pregame introduction, swoop repelled from the rafters. Frickin' sick. Also made me realize we got to do whatever it takes. If anyone knows who the current swoop is this year, please send this to him. We got to get him on the pod when his time's done because I saw it happening like before he got put down, and that dude was shaking up there. He was so nervous. I was nervous for him. But he did good. He came down like halfway, got right in front of the screen. It was right in front of the muss, so if you were on the opposite side of the muss, you wouldn't be able to see him. But he stayed there for a while, and it seemed like he got stuck, and he was doing like a flip and like getting the place going. It was sweet. And then he came full speed down and got off and went crazy. It was like, again, the effort. I'm seeing effort, and it's encouraging.
Yeah.
I was hoping we were going to see this effort with the new regime change and getting behind Alex and that excitement. And, yeah, it just hasn't happened until this game. So
Yeah. Well, and with that said, I think we're going to see a lot of changes to football with Scally, with the new age. So all this market, like you said, Witt would never have done that, even though he did it at Michigan. But Michigan kind of told him, like, you're doing this shit. I think we're going to see a lot of this new and improved marketing and media and hype videos with Scally, and I'm here for it.
Oh, it's definitely going to go back to, like, Witt's definitely going to go back to what he was at Utah as far as that stuff goes. When he got the head coaching job, he'll come out for the first time. I don't think this will be the last time we hear from Morgan Scally.
No.
Like, every new coach has to do the first one, the introduction. I don't think that Morgan's, like, genuinely, like, involved, and like he was talking about how he grew up in the Huntsman, and he named off all the players he grew up watching and loving, and like you can tell this, like, it means something. us being good at basketball. And he called out the fans again. He said, "This is an embarrassment. We got to have more fans. We got to pack this place again." And again, like, I don't know if the last guy was all wanting any attention to the basketball program. I don't think he cared if the basketball program won or lost. I don't know if it mattered to him, and that's fine. It doesn't need to matter to everyone, but it matters to Morgan Scally. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, one other thing that they tried. If you've seen a video, have you seen the video on Twitter of 100 of our fans on the court dancing in a circle?
Yeah, I also saw the must flag was upside down twice.
Must flag was upside down twice. Let's get rid of that. That's something like BYU is really good at, with the whole flag over their head thing. We don't need to do that. It doesn't work for us. But the dancing on the floor, it was actually kind of awkward, but I think it actually, if they kind of just give it some time and work with it, could be pretty cool. What they did is they had like a plastic, like a heavy-duty slide that they wheeled up to the muss, and then muss members got to slide down the slide onto the court, and then when they got on the court, they went into the circle and started dancing. I think if we... Like, it was very awkward for the first time because no one knew what was going on. But I think if we just stick with it and massage it out and, like, try to kink out what makes it awkward about it, I think it could be hilarious and, like, actually a pretty cool tradition. Because the students were having a blast going down that slide onto the court. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I like that one.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. When I was up there working, it was like, how can we fix this stuff? And the question was always like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? And I think that's the problem we're still in. Do we get the fans there first, and then we fix this shit? Or maybe the university fixes this shit, and then the fans are going to start coming again? Obviously, winning is going to help, and that's first and foremost. And I don't think that's going to be this year. But
you got to win, but, I mean, Craig Smith was winning to an extent, too, and it still was a struggle. You know what? I have a thought on it. And this goes back to, I don't want anyone to take the super, like, I don't want people to think I'm trying to be anything more than I am. I don't think it's winning or the university at this point. I think it's Utah fans. Okay. I don't think it matters if we win. I don't think it matters what we do marketing-wise, if we do pizzas, if we do Shake Shack burgers, if we do circle... dances. I don't think any of that matters. I think all those are excuses. I think even the winning, I think, is an excuse. Oh, they're not going to win. Well, when has that ever been a reason not to show up for your team?
Yeah.
The timeout entertainment's not A plus. When's that ever been a reason not to show up for your team? Like, right. Though there's no. It's all excuses, and I think Utah fans as a whole either have to take it fucking personal. I know I'm taking it personal because I honestly never want to experience what I experienced last night. It's humiliating. Like, it's humiliating to show up to your arena when you already know you're going to get probably throttled. We should have gotten throttled last night. We didn't. Thank God our boys played their freaking tails off, dude. They're not good, but the effort was freaking there.
That's all we need.
The fans got to take it personal. And you got to say, I don't care if we're winning or losing. I don't care if it's going to be fun or boring. I'm going to make it fun regardless, and I'm going to have a good time. And I'm going to show up, and I'm going to be loud, and I'm going to give it everything I've got to make it a hostile environment and give that extra energy to the team. When Alex Jensen after the game is making comments like it was nice to actually play in front of fans, and it was fun to be in that environment. That's what it used to be every night when I played here. When he's making those types of comments, it's not about winning. We've won a lot since he's not a lot, but we've had good winning seasons since then. It's still been a struggle. It's not about that. It's not about in-game entertainment. That's just an added bonus that we need to continue to get better on. But as far as fans showing up, the fans just got to fucking show up. Just fucking show up. Like honestly, what was Big J doing last night?
Listening to his records.
What the fuck was Big J doing last night? Why he knows at least 10 Utes in his area that he lives in. Why didn't he start something and say, "Hey, I'm putting a group together. I'm going to go up to the game and I'm going to take 10 red buddies and we're going to have 10 more red seats in there rather than blue seats." And I'm calling out Big J because I know Big J and I know he wasn't there. But there's thousands of people like Big J that didn't really have anything going on last night. I know we got NFL playoffs going on, but if you're not a Bears fan, you really didn't have an excuse. I was with a Packers fan. He didn't care because he cares about Utah sports, and he didn't want to be embarrassed, and he didn't want to. He felt like he had to defend his home territory. Like there's no excuse. There's no excuse not to show up. It's embarrassing, and I know there's thousands and thousands of Big J's last night that didn't even put in an effort. Didn't even put in an effort. They just sat home, listened to the record player, probably even watched football. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Because we'll never be able to take over the Marriott Center. Even if they were a one-win team, which they've been before, and I've been down there when they were a one-win team, you can't take over the Marriott Center because they fucking show up. It doesn't matter if they win or lose down there. But for some reason, it does here. What, we're not going to show up until we start winning? What do you call that? A fair weather fan. That's like... That's what you're supposed to make fun of in sports is fair weather fucking fans. And all of our fans are just admitting they're fucking fair weather fans. Like, tickets were $20 to see like 5 future NBA players out there. I said, I know we're going to get killed by 30, but AJ DeBansta, it sucks that they got him, but he's like going to be a 20-year NBA guy. Like, he can change the game. And I got to see him last night for $20 instead of sitting at home. It's embarrassing, man.
I agree.
I hate it.
I agree. I just pulled up the schedule just to confirm some dates. Our next home game is against TCU on Saturday the 17th, and it's a lunchtime tip-off.
Take the kids. If you
You
got
still
kids
have your
and that's
morning.
the reason, yeah.
Yeah. You still
Take
have
the
your
wife
morning.
and
You still have
kids.
your night. Take the kids. It's an hour and a half.
You can get like $10 general admission upper bowl tickets and sit wherever the hell you want.
Go grab lunch beforehand, or drive through at 11:30. Be in your seats at tip-off.
Dwight
Let's do it.
Schrute texted me last night and said, if you see Parker Kingston, tell him fuck you for me. And you know what? I might have for Dwight because I love Dwight, but where the fuck were you, Dwight? Why weren't you there? Where was Coach Gruden? Why wasn't he there? Like, there's like a whole like list of Utah fans that I know personally that just didn't even try. They just rolled over, said, "Pet my belly, BYU fans. Come to my place, pet my belly, eat a steak sandwich, F my girl, and leave."
Here's my take on this. Sorry, boys. Didn't mean to startle you with the voice of the producer. I just think in terms, like we're talking a lot about marketing and stuff, but in terms of like how connected the fan base is to the football team versus how connected the fan base is to the basketball team, I agree. I think like going, like it's very convenient, and I've taken my wife and my kid to a bunch of games, and I love it, and I think it's great. I just think in perspective, like I feel way more connected and way more in on some of the storylines that are happening with the BYU versus Utah football stories, and then the football players' stories in general. I feel like I'm way more connected to them than I am to Utah basketball. Like, where does that start? That's my question, is like, why is there such a disconnect? Like, for the players of Utah basketball, I feel like it's a little bit more difficult to feel like I'm connected to those players and I'm connected to the stories of those players. Maybe it's just because I'm super ignorant, but like in comparison to how it's been with Utah in connecting the fan base to some of these storylines, I just think there might need to be some sort of effort to maybe connect the fans. Whereas I think if we're in comparison to like teams like BYU, I mean, people who are in Provo, like it's a place where you're going to be a student and all you have going on there is going to a basketball or going to a football game. Even if you're a total yahoo, which most of them are, and they have no idea what's going on, they're just going to show up and cheer because there's nothing else to do in Provo except for go eat at Taco Bell. It's like that's all you can do in Provo. There's really nothing there. But at University of Utah, I just feel like there's also so much to do in Salt Lake City. It's a much bigger...
It's all just excuses, Jay. It's all just excuses. Now we're acting like Salt Lake City's, what, fucking Miami?
No, that's not the point at all. I'm just saying that the point is like where does the disconnect come from? Like
not showing up, bro. Not showing up. That's where the disconnect comes from. BYU has 2 guys that played on last year's team. The rest are brand new guys. But you see a billion Rob Wright jerseys down there. Like, there were a million Rob Wright jerseys down there. They don't have any connection to Rob Wright. He's a first-year player there. AJ DeBance, there were a billion AJ DeBance jerseys in my grill last night. A billion. He's been there for 2 months. Like, there's no connection, but they show up. And they're, like, actually, like, invested emotionally. But it takes effort to do that. And when you show up 1 game a year, you don't get the connection. But if you show up last night and see fucking Terrence Brown scrapping on the floor and laying it all out on the floor on every play, even though he's very outmatched as far as athleticism and just ball skills and height and everything. But when you see him giving it his all for our university, like you become kind of connected to the homie. But it takes showing up. And if you're a fan of Utah football, that's fine. Show up to Utah football and just be a fan of Utah football. I think we got plenty of those. But if you're a fan of the fucking university, you got to show up to 2 things: Utah football and Utah basketball. The 2 revenue sports. The 2 sports that are supposed to be revenue sports. If you're a fan of the university, that is the bare minimum requirement to show up to those 2 sports. You don't got to go to every single game, but you should be going to a majority of the games. There's a lot of games, and if you can't make them all, that's fine. But you should be, if you're a fan of the university, you should be going to a majority of those 2 sporting events every year. And you should try to add on top of that in the spring. Get up to a fucking softball game. It's an amazing time. Take your kids. Go out in the outfield on the grass. It's a great time. You can get in for like $2. Go up to a baseball game. We're going to have a brand new stadium. There might be 10 people there every Tuesday because there's no connection to the baseball team. We'll show up and there'll start being a fucking connection. You know, take the kids. It'll be a good time. Like, there's no excuse. There's other things to do in Salt Lake, but if you're a fan of the University of Utah, there's not.
True.
And I can see the connection. Yeah.
Going to see some Olympians, too. The Red Rocks are awesome.
And I can see a disconnect between... I see what Jaywalk's saying.
Yeah, I do, too.
But it's a two-way street, right? If I'm a player and I'm on the basketball team and I show up and it's a TCU home game on a Saturday at noon and there's 300 people there, then why the fuck should I care about this university? And we're not going to get better if we can't put people in the stands. People are going to want to go play at Utah. Yes, NIL, and it's going to get better. But 2, they want to go play somewhere cool. And that's why BYU's getting these recruits. Just because they're filling up their stadium.
They're filling up road stadiums, bro. Road arenas. Yeah. You should have seen the smile on these guys' faces when every time a BYU chant broke out, and it was way louder than any Utah chant, every single BYU player was loving it. And you could tell on their face, this is why I wanted to come to BYU.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's make it a challenge. Let's start the revolution.
And we might just need to pick. This is what I think I might want to do.
Okay.
I might want to pick, because Upper Bowl's general admission.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people have kids, and the general admission makes it very easy. And there's not a bad seat in that arena. I almost just want to say, let's pick a section in the upper bowl, and that is our section, and we will do whatever we can to fill up that section. And hope that other people in other sections also take on the same challenge. Because I can't fill up, we don't have the power to fill up 15,000 seats.
No.
But maybe we can try to be better about filling up 500.
Is it time to start calling people out on Twitter?
No, I'm worried people will see this and like F you, like, you don't know, who are you? Like, I might get backlash already for being I don't want to go too hard at our fan base. Our fan base is awesome, and I do love our fan base, but it's embarrassing. Like, BYU fans on Twitter are like pleading for us to show up and support our basketball team. They are pleading. I read multiple tweets today from BYU fans that said, please, Utah fans, start showing up and supporting your basketball team. That is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Our rivals are pleading for us to support our team.
Because they want to see the downfall of us, but at the same time, they're like, this is like watching a bad car accident.
It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. And there's no excuse. We got the homegrown head coach, born and raised here, Utah man, through the glory days.
The boosters got what they wanted.
What they wanted. If you don't like the food there, the security, I'll fill you in on a little secret. The security's pretty light. Pack a sandwich, put it in your pocket. No one will ever know. Walk in. You could also bring in a couple Cokes in your back pocket too. No one will ever know a thing. You know what I know a lot of people do? The drinks are refillable. The souvenir cups are refillable. Hold on to your souvenir cup. The next game, come with it empty. Put it in your pocket. No one will ever know. You walk right up, fill up your drink. No one asks a question. The food, like people, I've seen that excuse. The food there sucks. Yeah, the food there does suck. The concessions do suck. But why would they ever improve it if there's 500 people that show up? And there's ways around it. Eat beforehand. Don't eat there.
Not to mention, the food at every college basketball stadium sucks. When have you gone to a college stadium and been like, oh my gosh, I don't come here for the sports. I come here for the food. No.
Yeah.
It always sucks. That's part of the fun, dude. Get a crappy chili cheese dog and you watch your sports.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun, dude.
This is the MLB where you have no affiliation to the team, but you go because there's some good food at a stadium. You're at a ballpark. Like, I go to a lot of baseball games for that reason. I'm not a Texas Rangers fan, but I tried that. But yeah, the reason you go to the games is to support your university, and we have zero support, including the fucking muss.
Should we just make the double D section our section?
I'm down.
Yeah.
The Michelle section.
Oh,
Shout
yes.
Michelle.
Yes, we could name them. It could tribute her, the double D section. Michelle K, 4040. We might need to ask her how we can collaborate on that. I think she wants Utah fans to show up and support their team. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, she would show up to a basketball game for a lot of our fans would. And she lives in fucking Michigan.
What the hell was Big J doing last night? What was Big J doing? Also, he's commented on every single one of our videos. Didn't comment on the Michelle K interview. I thought that was interesting.
I'll give you two big reasons why he didn't. I'm committing, and I'm going to commit to you and Jaywalk and these witnesses that I will be in attendance with my family because it's right after Windover. You can sleep in till 10 still.
Yep.
And then you can make it down to the game. It's a great way to wake up, go out with the family, get some food, and then you still have your whole Saturday in front of you. It's over at 1:45. So
I'll commit as well. I'll say this too. I've been so disappointed with basketball in general, and it's just because of the NBA And I've just been so disconnected to basketball, and my body physically has been longing for competitive, fun basketball. And I just think, I mean, you can't get that anywhere else besides university basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I go, it's awesome. It is so much fun. So much better than the NBA.
College basketball is still the game of basketball that like we grew up on. Like, and it's beautiful. Like, you see 2-3 zone. You see full court. I saw a full court press last night. They hopped into a zone, 2-3 zone, and it threw us off. You don't see those things in the NBA anymore. And it's not just a 3-point shooting contest. Like, there was some sick mid-range last night, too. Terrence Brown has a sick mid-range game. Don McHenry, who I wish we had another year. I think he's a senior. I know he's a senior. I just don't know if he has, like, I don't know anymore if they have any years left, even if they're a senior. I wish we had Terrence Brown's a junior, Don McHenry's a senior. If we had those two one more year, I just built 4 to 5 guys around those two with after full year, man, we would be so dangerous next year. But if we get Terrence Brown back, I think we can still be dogs. But regardless, like, we got some homies. They still play the game of basketball like we know and love, and it's refreshing and fun to see.
Couldn't agree more. Let's commit.
Amen.
Let's rise from the ashes. Let's get back to running.
No better time to start than now. And I know Utah fans can do it. I know we're not. I think a lot of things took Utah fans out of their focus of basketball. I think there's a lot of reasons to it, but I know we can get back on, and I know it's not just all about winning or pregame or in-game entertainment. I know it's not all about that. We can. Yeah. They just got to put in a little effort. Plan ahead a little bit.
Yep.
So we're gonna give you 5 days warning. Get your fucking tickets.
Yeah.
To Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out text tonight. Start asking people who wants to go. And it's gonna be 45 people in this text chain.
It's gonna be tough, and it's gonna take time for us to overtake the Michelle K 4040 section. It might just be the 3 of us on Saturday. It probably will be. That's fine, but we'll snowball it. We just gotta. Yeah. It's just gonna take a little effort.
Yeah.
We'll get
Agreed.
There.
Also, do we have any news on the contract with sponsors?
I got to reach back out. I think Steven Sells was working on something. I got to reach back out, but
Steven Sales on our side or our
yeah. Steven Sells is on our sales team.
Okay, because last time I brought it up, you guys all jumped down my throat like, Steve. But
you gotta know our own team. Let's put this little message out there. If you want to help out the podcast in any way, we got merch that needs to be sold and acquired. If you want to do that, feel free to shoot us a DM. We'll hire you on the spot.
Yes.
Buy low. This is a position where you're buying extremely low, but
good time to get in.
we blow up. Yeah. Thanks again for listening. This has been episode 37 of Tailgate Talk. Man, can't believe we're 37 already.
That's wild.
This is flying. It's going to be 100 by the time we know it. Utah fans, I love you. I will always love you. We got this. Let's show up on Saturday. Show out. As always, go Utes.
Go Utes, baby.
That's it for this week's Tailgate. Thanks again for joining. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a tailgate. Show out this week with us. We're going to Wendover on Friday, and on Saturday, we're packing the Huntsman Center in our Double D section against TCU. Noon tip-off. Get your tickets now and come say hi to us. And as always, go Utes.